Nigeria, as a member state of the Commonwealth, we want to identify problems affecting our economy and the sustainable solutions. So, concerning this issue, I have with me delegates deliberating on this matter. So now, to you, what do you think a sustainable economy is?
A sustainable economy to me is the one that is resilient and provides a good economy for everyone. A sustainable economy can benefit everyone at large. It also means an economy that can bounce back.
Now, we've talked about what a sustainable economy is, and we've noticed that the Nigeria economy is going down the drain. And we're here to provide solutions to that. But in order to provide the solutions, we need to identify the problems. So, what are the problems? Do we have people that can identify that problem for us?
The first problem, the problem I would like to talk about is the unequal distribution of resources. If you notice, the last population census was taken in 2006, and that's very long. And we are still working on that to plan the national budget. So we need to take a census and get accurate planning so that we'll be able to be on point and be balanced.
The valuation of our currency. The value of our currency is very low compared to that of other countries. And if the people of Nigeria don't start supporting our locally produced goods, it's going to have a drastic effect on the national economy at large.
Another point is insufficient use of power supply. The allocation in the budget for the electricity in 2022 goes as high as 1.3 trillion, which as a result has no reasonable effect at any level. Strategists has concluded that if we have more power supply in our country, inflation rates could go down a lot.
That's a very wonderful point Ms. Golden has raised. Sarah, do you have anything to say?
Depending on one resources, Nigeria limits itself to only one resources, which is crude oil. They should focus more on other resources to help us build economies by exporting other natural resources.
Now, we have identified problems, but obviously our government would have done some things. So let's talk about what steps the government has taken.
There are many entrepreneurs in Nigeria. People build refineries and companies for the natural resources gotten from Nigeria, and the country is expected to help and support them. Examples of people who do so are Dangote, which help with crude oil company.
I don't know if you guys remember the time when the government was doing OFN as Operation Feed the Nation. I feel like that was a really nice time. You know, they were supplying food for the local government. They were helping states in the agricultural sector. You know, and then I feel like our government got those from our farmers. Our farmers grew the crops that they used to supply the food. So that also helped our economy because the government bought it for them. I feel like our government should go back to that. Our government should go back to that. That operation was top notch. And then if they could come up with more ideas like that, like more has to be clean water, electricity, and it's also benefiting our citizens, I feel like it would be a very good venture.
That's a very wonderful point you have raised. We've talked about what the activities the government has done to help to improve our economy. But let's talk about the steps they should take. So, who has solutions for the government to provide? Okay. Ms. Tenny.
I would like to state proper budget allocation. The government is putting our money in the wrong activities, and we'll talk about sustainable economy. Sustainable economy is meant to benefit everybody, but if it is not getting to everybody, as there is no equal share of resources, our government should try to put our money in the right resources to help and benefit everybody in the environment.
So, Ms. Eniola, what do you have for us?
I think government should carry out youth empowerment program to empower our youth and to give them basic skills.
I'm very sure we have other solutions. So, Ms. Angela, what do you have for us?
I feel like the Nigerians should stop depending on one natural resources. This country is blessed with different natural resources. An example is palm oil. It has been a speculation that the Malaysians stole the palm oil business from the Nigerians. Nevertheless, the Nigerians can still use this natural resource to their advantage. So, if the government puts in all the efforts by giving us adequate money and machines, we can improve the palm oil business and increase productivity, which can help us build a sustainable economy.
Wow, that was a wonderful point. So, Ms. Omotola, what do you have for us?
Exports may lead to increase in national output and may become an engine of growth. Expansion of a country's foreign trade may energize an otherwise stagnant economy and may lead it into the path of economic growth and prosperity.
Now, we have discussed what the government can do to sustain our economy. But now, what can we as students that are attending schools do to help our economy better for us?
So, as a student, I've decided to participate in the agricultural economy of the society. So, a lot of people in Nigeria, we all want to depend on the importation of goods, or we can all depend on locally made goods in Nigeria. For me, I have decided to turn the little garden I have in my home to a mini farm for me. The seeds I get, the littlest of the seeds I can get, I go to the garden and I plant them. That is what every one of us can also do. We don't have to go to the markets to buy goods. We can also plant goods that can also help us. Like for now, take instance of fruits that we just take the seeds as something we can just dispose. You could take those seeds and then you could plant them and you can get something. So you can use the littlest things that you have to obtain more things. Thank you.
So, Mr. Daniel, what can you do to help us sustain our economy?
We can talk about the economy. We can't talk about the economy without talking about education. As a student, I'm learning little skills that can help me to gain employment in the future. And everyone can also gain these little skills so that we can reduce the unemployment rates as it affects the economy.
We've talked about what a sustainable economy is. We've talked about the problems, what the government has done and what they should do, and what we all as students are doing. Now, let's just sum it all up. What we think we should all do and what sustainable economy is to us.
I feel that a lot have been said, which only adds to what other people have said about this contemporary issue we're facing. But what truly matters is the step that we have to take. In total, a sustainable economy would open doors and even up privileges for us all and give other children like us opportunities to eventually grow up and be adults and be mothers and fathers and solve the problem that the world is facing today. We may only be like small children or kids that have not faced an alter of what the world is or faced even a fraction of these problems. But what matters is that we're doing something, and that's what really matters.
Now let's all pledge that we're going to contribute to having a sustainable economy.
I pledge to contribute to a sustainable economy in my own little way.
I pledge to contribute to a sustainable economy in my own little way.
Amen.